Over here, friend. No one's come in or out while I've been waiting. The Blood Pit. If names are omens, then this is a dire one. After what Aarox told us about the place, I admit I wouldn't want to set foot there until we exhausted every other lead we had. I'm not sure. Wouldn't a place like this leave scars you couldn't forget? I don't know. And what does it matter? However we met, I just hope Elegian can tell me who I was before this mask was adhered to my face. It would also be nice if he can tell us something useful about the Riven Cataclysm. There, an overseer. Let's see what's going on.
The blind old fool is useless. All he did was babble about nonsense.
He's becoming resistant to the elixir, blocking us Knockcross. There's nothing to be done.
Nothing to be done. Be grateful that I am not my predecessor, Aarox the Mutilator.
Knockfrost is weak. I would have killed the Overseer for her failure.
Overseer on the left.
Alkanaz Knockfrost. Do you have any idea when we can expect Aarox the Mutilator to return?
Aarox never left. I had him cursed. Turned him into a Dade rat.
Knockfrost? He did this to me? That bloodless aspile!
Improve the elixir before I return. And forget Aarox. He's no longer.
Warden's Overlook is nearby. The entrance is a portal. We might find the location of Elegian's Durance vial there. There, Master! The portal to the Warden's Overlook.
was obviously
Look up
drawn by
there!
a prisoner.
Nokvros returns!
Have you completed your interrogation, Falconer's Nokvros?
Nothing but a waste of time. Just more of the same. Secure the Durance vial until I return. I must go. That tiresome mortal Selvina insists on my presence. Improve the elixir before my next interrogation.
He's getting away! I'll kill him!
That's it. The Durance vial.
I remember the smells of this place. The old seer should be behind a glowing door.
So close, but one more obstacle. Any ideas? If Aarox is right, Elagian is behind that glowing door. That's a lot of security for one old blind seer, though. I guess we need to figure out how to open Elagian's cell if I really want to talk to him. Yeah, I thought so too. But what if something in my past is terrible? What if that's why I can't or won't remember? All right, let's do this. I think... If Aarox is right, spend any, gather a few, and hopefully there...
I remember. There's a Rune of Unsealing on the balcony above. It unlocks the cell door, Master.
Charge lucent. Grab it and place it in the discharge labyrinth beside the displacer. Now place the charge lucent in the discharge labyrinth. Discharge labyrinths on the balcony above. Find some lucents, charge them, then place them up there.
The masked one speaks true. We need charged lucents.
activate the Rune of Unsealing before an Overseer comes round.
Good. The sooner we finish with the old seer, the sooner we can punish Nokfrost.
That did it. Now let's see what
A noise. Is someone near? No. No more visions. I don't want to drink anymore. Drink, brink, sink.
The blind seer is mad. I warned you, Master.
That's him. The old man in my memory. Talk to him and see if he remembers me.
Can you hear all of them? I hear all of them. Pour the season on the coals. All good children get sweet rolls. More questions? No more questions! Is it the season of blossom? All my ideas gone. They poured them out, and now I'm an empty bottle. So empty. Sometimes everything is right again.
Nokfrost mentioned an elixir, didn't he? If you can find one, maybe it'll calm him down. There's meaning in Elagian's babble. Perhaps he's trying to describe whatever visions plague him. The elixir Nokfrost mentioned. It sounded like he used it whenever he came to interrogate the old man. He mentioned spring. Could the elixir be related to a season? And look around for Elagian's elixir. I imagine the Overseers would keep it close.
That smells wrong. All heat and mortal sweat. Trust me. Oh, bile. Delicious. But probably not what you'd use to clear a mortal's mind.
My mind grows still, free of those awful visions. I do not know you, stranger, but I thank you. And the others I hear. The elixir grants me only a few moments of clarity, so speak swiftly. What do you ask of me? That vile creation. Nokfrost was just here asking about it. The Riven Cataclysm is my burden, my punishment, my greatest sorrow. I did not realize the purpose my designs would be turned to. Why do you seek it? Yes, I believe you speak true. Destroying it would be good. You can get to the Cataclysm by going to Annihilok's summit. Nokfrost speaks freely in my presence. He thinks me mad, that I hear nothing. Well, I am mad, and blind, but I'm not deaf. The Anchorite? No, I've not heard that word. But I sense my work. She wears my mask, doesn't she? I crafted that cursed item. It suppresses memories, both the wearers and those who knew the wearer. Everyone forgets. Speak quickly, stranger. I cannot tell you who I made the mask for or why. The enchantment I devised does not simply abolish the wearer's memories. It erases the wearer from the memory of anyone who knew her. Whoever she was. Of course not. The mask hides who she was, not who she is now. Think twice before you seek to unbind the mask from your friend. That curse was most likely put in. Long ago, I was a moth priest. I read from the Elder Scrolls and paid for the knowledge I gained with my sight. But while Morikar was still Emperor, Dagon's servants broke me, drove me mad with torment and illusions until I no longer knew what was real. There is no escape for me. Madness is my prison, much more so than this cell.
You seem like a kindly old owl. I wish I could help you.
A kindly old owl. I remember a young girl called me that once. I have something for you.
Something for me? What is it?
This amulet. I've been saving it for so long. For you, I think. Now go. My mind. Kind, blind, blind. It fills with a storm.
A sewer on the east wall. That's our exit, Master. We should hurry and return to Wretched Spire.
Goodbye, old owl. Let's meet back at Wretched Spire. He remembered my mask and this amulet, but he didn't remember me. I hoped Elagian would be able to tell me who I am or how I knew him. It's disappointing. But at least he sort of explained my mask, and he told us where to find the Riven Cataclysm. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this.
Interesting. You appear to have survived Dagon's worst prison and suffered little to no damage. And your demeanor suggests that you succeeded in your mission, though the anchorite seems distressed. Tell me, what happened in the Blood Pit? I know an Ilark summit, a high peak in the Sever, inhospitable to mortals, and Dremora for that matter. Few go there. It would be a perfect place to hide the Riven Cataclysm. But what's wrong with the anchorite? Did Elagine recognize her? Did he know? The Cataclysm and the mask. This Elagine is clever indeed. I am more determined than ever to examine the Riven Cataclysm in detail. We must also keep the waking flame. Patience, mortal. You have done well. Take pride in your accomplishments and accept this minor token of my appreciation. With Rinkias, Arox, and the Anchorite at our side, we may yet complete both our missions. Prepare yourself. We move out shortly. Look at us, little mortal. Forced to accept the word of a blind old seer. Imprisoned and driven mad in Maylin's Dagon's blood pit. If Elagine is to be believed, we'll find Sister Saldina and the Riven Cataclysm at the summit. I have heard of the location. A barren peak scoured by winds that flay flesh from bone. A good place to build a secret retreat, provided the walls can withstand the constant winds. Sister Saldina has taken great care to hide the Riven Cataclysm. Always. With Rinkias and his blade bearers beside us, we will fight our way to the Riven Cataclysm. When I have seen what I need to, you can destroy the device. Meet us at the base of an Ilark summit, provided you want to be part of this. Grab the Daedrat and prepare yourself. The dangers of an Ilark summit are enough to make even a Dremora pause. I assume we will have to deal with both Knockfrost's forces and the Order of the Waking Flame along the way. That seems unlikely. If Saldina already had such an army, she would deploy it at once. Remember, she is eager to conquer Fargrave and earn Prince Dagon's favor. Still, I do not think we have much time before that changes. Possibly. But each time we delay the Waking Flame, we make it less likely that Elagine's mad vision becomes a reality. Although it might have been for the best if you had removed Elagine while you were in the Blood Pit. If Elagine can create something as powerful as the Riven Cataclysm or as subtle as the Anchorite's mask, what else might he devise?
Let us go, Master.
I'll meet you at a Nylark summit, but we should be careful. I expect that both Sister Saldina and Knockfrost may be there.
Tell me that we will find Nokfroz at Anialark's summit, Master. Oh, he has so much to answer for. If you smash him to the ground so I may reach him, I will gnaw his face off! No. Nokfroz is no mage. He must have found some relic or forgotten curse to transform me into this Daedrat body. And he must have caught me off guard. Otherwise, I would have destroyed him the moment he struck at me. You dare insinuate? The Master meant no offense. Just a stupid mortal. Nokfroz never dared display a hint of disloyalty, let alone challenge me for my place as Prince Dagon's champion. I would have crushed him into a paste. Can we go now? Yes, Master. To the base of Anialark's summit, Master. Nokfroz must pay for this insult he has forced upon me. Practically smell Knockross. Hurry, Master. We can catch him.
Good, we're all here. You and Drinkias will...
As we ascend the summit, know that I can protect you from the worst of the lightning and the wind shears, provided you do not stray too far from my side. As for any other threats, you will need to deal with those of your own accord. The dangers of the Deadlands are numerous, mortal. Have you not determined that by now? Arkanaz Novkroz will have his minions out in force. He may have been ordered to assist Sister Seldina, but he will look for every opportunity to displace her. You try to interpret Daedric actions through mortal understanding. I have seen the mortals of Wretched Spire do the same thing. It leads to all sorts of trouble. Novkroz will seek to discredit and undermine Seldina even as he works to assist her.
Unlike others of my ilk, I have no particular interest in open battle. I leave the assault on the summit to you and Drinkias. The Anchorite, the Bladebearer rearguard, and I will catch up once you locate the Riven Cataquist. In addition to the harsh conditions and the destructive wind, I expect you will face Daedra loyal to Valkanaz Knockross. Perhaps mortals devoted to the Dagon cult. Surely neither Noctfrost nor Sister Saldina would leave the Riven Cataclysm unguarded. Given what we've seen of their interactions thus far, I'd say neither of them tells the other any more than necessary. Perhaps we can use that at some point. Widen the rift that already exists between them. Now hurry. We will see you at the summit.
Defenses of this place to protect them. Probably Noctfrost's idea. As we ascend the summit, know that I can... The danger... You try.
Troubled my true form. That scent! Noctfrost came this way! Passage! Noctfrost went this way! This way! I will gnaw Noctfrost's nose off!
We're following your Daedrat?
Noctfrost is gone! Curse him! Master, I smell blood. Mortal blood. It seems I have a very strong nose in this puny form. I smell Nokvras as well. Oh, freshly spilled, Master. A mortal died here not long ago. Dead mortals pay little attention to where they leave their bodies. Search the cave, Master. A mortal died nearby. I smell magic, too. Dark and strange.
I do not take orders from a Daedrat.
Twisted rod. That's what I smelled. It must be important.
I've seen only a few dead mortals during our stays in Wretched Spire. But it's obvious that this cultist died recently. I do not need the nose of a Daedrat to smell freshly spilled blood. What did you find? Let me see. This key is not familiar to me, but it might prove useful. A way into the waking flame lair, perhaps? Careless of them to let some weakling walk about with it. Or for Varkanaz Nokvras to leave it behind, unless he had no need of it. We saw that Nokvras directed his underlings Jind and Zainawaz to question waking flame cultists about the Cataclysm device. I believe this cultist met the same fate. It's unimportant. Whatever power it once held has been expended. The Daedrat might sniff and paw at it, but if the rod had a purpose, Nokvras would not have left it behind.
There is nothing defective about my hearing, Master, or my curiosity. The Blade Bearer is wrong to dismiss me with such contempt. I am Arox the Mutilator! Have I not proved as you wish, Master? The day will come when I fall upon your enemies like a burning thunderbolt, and lay 100 blackened as you command.
The creature is stowed? Then let us move. Remember, mortal, do not range too far from me, else I cannot protect you from the summit's elements.
Not as good as tearing it down and stomping it to rubble, but still, well done.
A portal? Curse it. Our enemies have already fled.
Where is the Dagonist Temple? What exactly did the Mad Seer tell you, mortal? Did he lie?
Nokvras used that portal, Master. His scent lingers.
I don't think Elegion lied. The Riven Cataclysm must be beyond that portal.
Tell me again, mortal. What exactly did Elegion say to you when you asked about the Riven Cataclysm? If that portal leads to wherever the Cataclysm waits, then Elegion spoke true. We will not know until we use it, however. I sense that the portal... Sister Saldina and the Waking Flame have attempted to neutralize me before. They warded this portal with a spell that will unravel my current body. Remember, I cannot die. Perhaps, but it would take time we do not have. You must serve as my eyes, little mortal. Find the Cataclysm, examine it, remember everything you see. Then do... We suspect the Riven Cataclysm wades through that portal, but we cannot be sure. If you find it, deal with its guardians and do what you must until I can join you. If this is a trap, do your best to survive and then return to me in the Deadlands. I would much prefer to examine an intact Cataclysm. If I cannot dispel the ward, I will simply travel to Nirn and find you. It will just take time. Deal with Sister Saldina and the Waking Flame as you... There are things I still need to learn, mortal. If you feel you must destroy it, then do as I ask and examine it first. Tell me everything you see, anything that stands out. Better if you can find notes or bring me a piece of the device. Whatever will help me...
Take the anchorite and go, mortal. I will follow after I give the Blade Bearers their instructions and confer with Lyranth.
So this is Nirn? It's so... different.
You Dagonist fools! Free us now!
Did you hear that? The missing blade bearers are here.
How dare they penetrate my kin like feral
Our
clan
kin!
fear?
They
Free
feed
them,
them to a
mortal.
device beneath the Citadel!
Report, Hadri. What is this place?
They call it Fort Grief. Valkanar's Nokvros's minions captured us near Jin's foundry and turned us over to the Waking Flame. They brought us here.
Mortal, I will escort my kin back to the portal. Press on and free any other blade bearers you encounter.
Prepare the next set of prisoners for the Cataclysm.
Nokvros. He's here somewhere. I'd know that stink anywhere.
Over there. More cages.
No, we won't let you take us. Not to your damn machine.
We won't let you feed us to your device.
These mortals are allies, Dothas. Tell them what you know of this place.
Blade bearers do not bother with mortals. Even those at wretched spire we barely tolerate. But if Rinkaius commands it, I will treat you as an ally. This device they call the Cataclysm. It is an abomination. We tracked our first group of missing blade bearers to Kinmarcher Jin's foundry. When Nokvros gave our kin to the Waking Flame mortals, we followed them to Anilar's summit. That's where Nokvros' blood adepts captured us. Yes, bound like Ogrim waiting for the torturer's lash. The mortal leader, Sister Saldina. Nokvros stood beside her like a trained clanfear. They took our kin to the Citadel, to their cataclysm device. They use our essence to fuel the infernal thing. I heard the cultists talking. Apparently, early versions of the Cataclysm used a single Daedra and transformed them into some sort of living disaster. But this version, mortals, you know nothing. They used the collected essences to create a single powerful incarnate. The essences overwhelm the recipient, erasing them. Normally, we cannot. But with our essence drained, nothing remains to return to oblivion. Nothing to reform. You need to know. They have another stronghold.
Mortals, make your way into the Citadel. I will follow once my kin are safe.
Strange sense here. Something metallic, sharp. It smells of power. Maybe the Cataclysm Master.
Mortals, I escorted my kin to safety. Now let us punish our foes.
You do not command here, Nok'Vraz. I take no orders from you.
Sister Seldina and Nok'Vraz, they're in the chamber below.
mortal hubris amuses me, Seldina. But Lord Dagon has no further need of me.
You lie. You cannot create an incarnate without me.
You do not know. I am done with all the man. Hostile. Intruders! Stop them!
You were fools to think you could stop us.
Then go! Lord Dagon will reward my devotion. You'll see. Intruders? Good. You will fall before the power of my newest incarnate. Destroy them, my beautiful creation.
The incarnate's drawing power from the cataclysm. I'll try to stop the flow. There must be a switch or something.
There. Those look vulnerable.
Such pointless courage. Hide behind that mask.
Shelter under my shield.
this affront.
Quick, my friend! Destroy the core!
Ring Caius! Hut.
It took a while, but I finally determined your location and opened that portal. Come, mortal. Tell me all that transpired. Once the Blade Bearers appeared and told me about Fort Grief, it only took a short time to ascertain your exact location and open a portal. This seemed like a safe enough place to regroup. Now, tell me what transpired. Did you find the Riven Cataclysm? You had to. Before I could examine it? Did you at least take a close look at the device? Or bring back any of its component parts for me to study? So we have nothing? Nothing I can investigate? No one I can interrogate? I am disappointed, mortal. Now I must start all over again. Deadlight? That name is familiar. A lost realm somewhere in Oblivion. We need to return to Fargrave. Make inquiries. Locate this hidden place. Meet me at Madam Wim's, little mortal. Perhaps my investigations...
Blade Bearers, scour the Deadlands for signs of the waking flame. Wherever Sister Seldina hides, we will find her. I do not know what Lyrant hoped to learn from the Cataclysm, but I could feel the heat of her anger from over here. This Deadlight is also a mystery. But my Blade Bearer...
Back to Fargrave? Good. I could use a familiar.
Master, show Lyrant the twisted rod. It's important, I'm sure of it.
I assumed we'd find answers here in Fargrave. Some way to salvage the opportunity denied me at Fort Grief. But no. Even Madam Wim seems at a loss as to the location of Deadlight. Let me see. It contains a dormant enchantment of some sort. It feels unpleasant. And the magic, it smells like your Daedrat. I will keep the rod and study it as time permits. Unfortunately, I do not think it is related to Sister Seldina. I'm not sure yet, but the answer will become clear soon enough. I should not have gotten angry, little mortal. You have helped me a great deal, and you certainly helped Fargrave and Nirn by destroying the Riven Cataclysm. Take this as a recompense. The secrets I seek rest with Sister Seldina. She still has the means to create more cataclysms, so the danger to Fargrave and Nirn remains. Everything I know about Deadlight is rumor and conjecture. It is a plane that suffered some great cataclysm in the ancient past, a realm forgotten and lost to time. I had hoped that Madam Wim would know more, but she claims the place is a mystery. Interesting. The Bladebearer clan scouts are indeed competent. Perhaps they can... I asked Rinkias to meet us here in Fargrave. You should find him in the Plaza of Portals. See if his scouts learned anything useful, or if he requires your assistance. In the meantime, I have much of what I study is beyond the limits of your mortal comprehension. But I suppose you have earned some insight into my grand purpose. I plan to study the twisted rod you gave me. I also want to ask the Anchorite about the events at Fort. Any tool can find a purpose in the correct hand. I sense dormant magic within the rod. He does he? Interesting. We have seen that the Daedrat's senses are high. Both Rinkias and the Anchorite mentioned how she disrupted the Cataclysm's power, giving you the opportunity to defeat the... I only want to hear her story. Ask her questions. She has indicated that when she tries to access her forgotten memories... Did you not see that coming? I'm surprised they remained allies for as long as they did. Valkanaz Nokvraz obviously hated providing support to a mortal, and Sister Seldina clearly despised having Daedric oversight. Certainly not. Nokvraz was attempting to figure out how to build his own cataclysm, you do recall. But we should strike at the waking flame while it is in...
Sorry, I was just thinking. Ever since we returned from Fort Grief, I've been having strange visions. More forgotten memories bubbling to the surface. At least, I hope that's what it is. Twice now, something triggered a return of memory. First when the Collector examined my mask, and then when I disrupted the Cataclysm. But I just see... Yes, whatever I did to the Cataclysm, and it was me, I'm certain of that, even if I don't understand how. It also charged the amulet. Like what happens to as I said, fragments. Glimpses of clarity in a haze of forgotten moments. I feel loneliness. I see a dark and...
Something has certainly gotten Lyrant's dander in an uproar. What occurred on an Ilox summit, my darling? You can tell Madam Wim.
Rinkias. We found it.
Report. What have you uncovered?
You were correct. The mortal Dagonists have broken with Vulcanar's Nakvraz. They retreat to a hidden stronghold in Deadlight.
Where is Lyranth, mortal? As you heard, the Blade Bearers have found Sister Seldina and her cultists. The Waking Flame has nowhere. I forced a cultist to tell me about Deadlight. It's a broken realm, apparently destroyed by Mehrunes Dagon eons ago. He gave it to the cult and they built a stronghold there. A clever hiding place. But the portal to the realm requires a special key. That we have not yet determined. But I have a plan. You must follow one of the groups of cultists, trail them to the portal, and take their key. If the portal key works like the keys to Fargrave, you'll also need the code to operate it. We will search for more cultists. Here, the locations my scouts found in the Deadlands. I suggest you start in the Sever. Find a key in the portal and we'll rendezvous before the assault begins. And take the Daedrat with you. His smell offends me.
Let us find these mortal cultists and finish with them, Master. Then we can wreak vengeance on the traitorous Nakvraz. As you say, Master. I remain in your debt and will do as you command. My nose will guide us. My rage will drive us. And my fury will freeze the cultists in their tracks. Let us hunt, Master.